In this video, I'll be harvesting this central horseradish. There's also that one there. And this was my newest one. I got, I want to say 2 years ago. This is the hybrid, and these are the two originals I got when I first moved in the house. I bought them from a lady who doesn't live too far from here. So I believe these have been in these buckets at least 2.5 years. At least. I can't remember if I had those at the apartment or not. I think I did. If I did, they might even be 3 to 3.5 years old. I'm only going to be harvesting one because my idea was I have the 3 buckets. I'm going to harvest this bucket this year. Next year I'll move on to that one, and then the year after that I'll move to this one, and by then this will have been 2.5 years old, and I'll continue to have hopefully decent root production, but we shall see. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but my garden keeps me busy. I don't get to do any crafts or anything. I take that back. I still go see friends and stuff like that, concerts and whatnot. But today was no different. I have the day off. I got tomorrow off too. Tomorrow I'm gonna be cleaning out my green stalks, everything that's spent. But today I really want to get to that horseradish. I've been saying I'm gonna do it for weeks now. And usually you would do this later in the year, but my plants are already toast, so I'm doing it now. Less I have to do at a later date. These bugs, I gotta get in the house. These bugs are eating me up. And they're not mosquitoes. I don't know what these are. At any rate, so earlier today, I got started on my homemade paprika. I got it in the smoker right now. I've done a video on that before. I will link that above so you can check that out. But I also picked some tomatoes today, namely the Copperhead, which I'll be doing the taste test on. Look at my Maximilian sunflowers came back, but they're not as pretty as they were last year. I gotta get those in the ground. I think they're not thriving because I have them in that bucket and I need to move them outside. I also want to move that sedum too. It's beautiful though. Oh, it's golden hour here. Don't you love this time of the night, the evening? I'm hoping to see a couple more blooms on my moonflower over here that I got from Healthy Living with Wendy. And I see a couple tomatoes I need to grab. Once they are blushing about 30%-ish, I go ahead and I take them, bring them in the house. Less chance of them being snatched up by something else. Look at this happy accident. A little petunia growing in with my olive tree. I mean, I'm calling it an olive tree. It's really an olive branch, but anywho. I also did a harvest on some of my herbs. So I grabbed some of my rosemary and lavender and sage today. I'm gonna start dehydrating that because I think I told you guys in a video about this amazing seasoning for the holiday season with mainly rosemary, but you throw some sage in there. You can do some lemon zest and some salt. Mwah. Fantastic. I did it on my turkey for Thanksgiving, and then I did it on my chicken for Christmas. It is so stinking good. If I think about it, I'll put a link to that recipe and where I got it. I followed it to the T, and I just don't see how I can top that. I don't. It's so good, so good. Anyways, let's get out here and harvest that horseradish. So I chose this bucket because it has the least amount of soil in it. The soil has dropped down so far over the years. I'm gonna have to replenish this next year. So, well, I mean this year because I'm gonna plant it back up a little bit later here. God. Whew. But first, I found some ground cherries. These are the giant ground cherries. I haven't had these yet. I grew the Aunt Molly's in the house this past winter. They were good. Oh my God. That's incredible. Wow. If you're not ground cherries, you just got them. They're so good. I gotta hurry up and get from out here. These bugs gonna eat me alive. Okay, I don't really know what to expect. I did a small harvest the first year I got here. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I didn't get much of anything. So there may or may not, well, there's definitely something there, but it may or may not be great. So let's see. Well, certainly smells like horseradish, but the roots did not come up. All right, just gonna have to dump it. That is a 17-gallon tote. Be able to sit. I brought this bucket so I could easily put this soil. I'm gonna put it in one of these garden beds and then put fresh soil in here before I replant in it. Hopefully I can find some on sale. Who was that? Was that Analytic Gardener? She was getting $1 bags of soil. I keep going to my box store and they ain't got that. I'm not seeing that deal where I'm at. I wish though. I'm happy for you, sis. So I'm seeing a lot of these little skinny runner roots, but see anything thick. I was hoping for a couple of thick ones at least. Ooh. All right, this is okay. This is all right. Still though, I wanted some big fatties. Ugh. I don't do anything to my horseradish. I don't water it. I don't fertilize it. I don't trim it. All I do is keep it in the container. And I'd say this gets full sun about a decent amount of the day, so it's in good light. This year it came back so vigorous and early because we were so warm this spring, and then it died back already. And you can see all of my plants have serrated leaves. Usually you don't see that until, you know, October or so. All right, that's my harvest. Let me clean this off, and I could totally replant this, and I probably will, a piece or two, because I don't need all this now. I'm just gonna use it for fire cider, and then I want to dehydrate it and turn it into a powder. I have an idea for a seasoning mix that I think horseradish would really give a good flavor to. All right. That's not bad. Okay. Let me go rinse those roots off and I'll show you. All right, friends, there it is. That's my harvest. I think it looks really good. For 2-ish years, not bad at all. It looks like I had something boring around in it. I'm not sure, but that looks dug out, ate out or something. Something happened in there. This one as well. But overall, I think that's a very respectable harvest. Now I'm just gonna you know, peel the skins off of these, and since these roots are so thin, well, a lot of them are, since they're so thin, I'm just gonna, it's gonna be something I do while I'm watching TV or something, and just take my time. Then I'm gonna chop it up into manageable pieces, and then throw it on the dehydrator and then powder it, and then I'm gonna use it for seasoning. So I think that's that's pretty awesome, guys. Yeah, what do you think? Yay. And then soon enough here, I'll get some more soil, refill that container. I'll save a piece of this to put in there, maybe a couple pieces. I mean, I got a lot here to put in there and regrow and start over. And then this container will have 2-3 years to grow rather, and I'll move on to the next one. So yeah. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video on another day. Until then, happy growing, my friends.